One sec. What the heck? What do you mean?
Hi everyone and welcome for our grand finals of the August qualifiers for the World Championship. We're having Smeoz here playing against Zambho, and I'm with Kirito as a co-commentator.
Hey,
And his wonderful background music.
yeah, there's a church right across the street, or not even across the street, literally like right outside my apartment that has a lot of music. So either apologies or you're welcome, depending on how you feel about the music. But yes, I'm Carito or Ryan, and we're here for the finals.
Just picking up the link and putting it on the channel so that everyone can benefit from it.
Yes.
If I can get that done properly.
Yeah, the link will be posted soon, so I guess our introduction wasn't on there. Okay, so link is live. Should we do the intro again, or are we fine?
Yeah, we're gonna do it. It doesn't matter. It's gonna be twice in the video.
All right, we'll do another intro again, just in case people missed it.
Okay, so for anyone who isn't there already, we just shared the link and welcome everyone to our very finals for so that's the grand final for the August World Qualifiers of Skytear. We have Smeoz playing against Zambho, so apparently both very, very good players. They've aced through the qualifiers. Yeah, I mean, yeah, apparently, from my perspective. I already know about Smeoz pretty well. Like he's been performing a lot, and I think Zambho is at least from my perspective, it's a person that I haven't seen played so far. So I'm eager to discover to see him playing in a game, see what he's proposing.
Right. Okay. And I'm Carito here with Enthusium to commentate the finals with him. Apologies or you're welcome for the background music. I don't know what your perspective on it is. I can't do anything about it, so it's there.
Yeah, it depends. Sometimes it's fine, sometimes a bit loud, but we're gonna have to do it anyway.
Yep.
So players are gonna start whenever you flip the win condition. So I think they're ready to go. So
no. We have Obstinacy, Left Breach, and the Tamer.
Yeah, okay. Obviously, I don't have that. Okay, so we have the Tamer, the Left Breach, and the Obstinacy. Slight advantage for kill composition, I'd say. But it's not easy kill objectives. Like the Tamer, well, the Tamer is okay, but the Obstinacy is not a too easy one. They really don't want that flip happening, right?
Yeah.
Especially the Outsider is the classic one. So it's not necessarily that easy to kill two heroes with it. It's not super hard, but it's not the easiest one either.
Yes. And so Smeoz is a very notorious control player. So Left Breach being the only control objective is probably what he's going to go for. Zambho's deck is a little bit more flexible. When he beat me earlier, he beat me with Breach very easily. And did not have a best game, but he's able to push for breaches. But he also, as you have saw in the semifinals, if you watched it, can also get a lot of damage really fast. So yeah, there's he can go with either objective here. So we'll see what he goes for.
So that's technically a small advantage for him, right? Because the more objective you can keep open, the longer, the better you are.
Yeah, although you don't want to go for everything. That was my mistake I made against him. I was going for all the objectives at once and ended up not really doing a good job with any of them.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You usually want to pick one or two and focus on those.
Yeah, but it's better to have two rather than one, because if you have only one and your opponent has a good plan to just counter it as late as possible without you noticing it until the very last moment, then you can end up in a very, very troublesome position.
Yeah, unless of course you can push for that one very aggressively and just that's almost all you need.
Yeah, it's true. So
hunting for power is one of those where you can just go all in on the hunting for power, and they either have a way to stop you or they don't.
Yeah, or they have a way to snipe it just before you. That's one you need to be careful about.
For sure. So we have the players drafting here. So
Yeah.
Smeoz has 4 blue heroes, an Estrada, Frail, Shillavi, and Brilvar. And then he has an Ekrit and a Tlakali as his other 2 heroes.
Just gonna catch
Zambho has 4 green and 2 blue, but he just finished drafting, so 2 of them were just removed. But so the 4 heroes he went with were Estrada, Frail, Kotlik, and Neliklin. And Smeoz picked Estrada, Shillavi, Frail, and Ekrit. So a Frail and an Estrada on both sides.
Yeah.
So that I guess could maybe give some ideas to what's going on in this game.
I think the outsider hasn't been properly captured. It's not showing up properly in the overlay.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Well, it doesn't matter. That's fine. If you can move it once or twice to try to get it there, that would be good. But like,
I tried it. It wasn't working. I don't want to mess with it too much.
Yeah, let's just leave it there.
Okay, so Smeoz has Ekrit, Estrada, and Shillavi, all heroes that are very good at removing minions, or Estrada in Estrada's case, spawning minions.
Yeah, and he moved again like 2 cards, including a Through the Eyes, but I didn't saw the first one.
Yeah, and the left lane is on. Or sorry, yeah, this is the left breach. So the left lane is on the left from the viewing perspective, which is Zambho. So Zambho's left has the lane advantage on left breach.
Yeah, and Granite Skin's been discarded by Zambho.
Okay, so Frail, Smeoz is Frail, Teal Frey? I don't know.
TL?
Teal Frey? Teal?
The blue Frail? Ah, no, sorry, that doesn't work either. So it's going from...
All right, but Teal Frail, Smeoz is Frail, moves, worshipped to shapeshift Estrada.
Yeah.
Then moved and led.
Yeah, that's a pretty classic opening to shapeshift to Estrada with someone else. Because then she can just move, attack, and lead to that lane. And she gets one million.
Interestingly, that is Smeoz's right lane that Estrada is in, not the left lane.
I think that can be I've seen him doing the same the game before, and what he did was actually just you put her in the lane and you have her starting to slow push that lane, and then turn 3 or 4, if your opponent hasn't done something significant, then you might just be in front of the Nexus.
Yeah, one of the strategies I've been doing that I've started doing fairly recently is I don't really pay attention to which side is the breach, the side I can win through breach. I've realized that it's better, or at least not necessarily better, but what I've started doing, because I think I like it, is just pushing on whatever lane 1 is. Yeah. Because you either get to the Nexus first or you get to breach first, either way, and if that's their breach side, then it stops them from getting the breach as quickly, so you can just defend that lane while going for another victory condition as well.
Yeah. So we've seen the Neliklin going for move, lead, and an attack on a minion. And the Estrada is not going to do what we announced, she's going to move, attack, and lead, I guess. She moved, here is the attack, coming on the minion of the control token. She's going to spawn another one. I don't know what he's thinking about. Okay, so that's the third minion, and then Yeah, it's a pretty entertaining music that you have in the background.
Yep.
And then it's gonna be a lead, I guess, or maybe he's gonna shapeshift so that he's gonna be shapeshifted next turn. Okay. No, I think given that the Yasuda of your opponent's on the same side, yeah, leading is probably a bit better. It's gonna be from the deck though. So you probably want to keep one to lead from hand in the dome, or you intend to play some card from your hand.
I'm having an amusing conversation with some of my friends right now. One of my friends woke up and was talking about playing Civ, and he was like, "I haven't eaten yet," and I'm like, "I haven't slept yet."
Yeah, I think that's one of the downside of it.
He's like, "Why?" And my friend's like, 3 a.m. Skytear tournament. He's like, "But sleep after?" No, I'm commentating now. Gosh, gotta be there for the people.
So we see a move and reship from the conflict into the dome, placing the pillar. So that's the first setup for. It's interesting that it's into the dome. I guess that one is to ensure that Nelaklin can do something from within the dome if he needs to. Because it's not gonna help that much for my kingdom given the position it's in.
I feel like I'm so sleep deprived at this point that I don't even feel tired. I don't even feel tired, but I have a feeling as soon as I lay down to try and go to sleep, I'm gonna pass out instantly.
No, I mean the best that way is just to go back to bed as close as possible to the time for your next time of the night, so you don't shift your sleeping time too much. So we see the Ecrit doing the classic move, worship, and attack move to get rid of the left lane minions for Smeoz. So now he's pushing slightly on the 2 lanes. But he also has free activation completes while his opponent still has. I think his Shilevi token is showing no HP. So is it because it's not on the? Yeah, it is on the board. Okay, the overlay is a bit messed up.
I fixed it.
Yeah, thanks. Perfect. Okay, so we're gonna see Frail going in for Zambho. So worshipping Yasuda, I guess, as a first move. Yeah. So he's not gonna equalize the left lane by killing a minion and spawning one. No, sorry, that's the Frail going. But the Yasuda is gonna do that anyway afterwards.
Probably, I would be surprised if she didn't.
So Frail, yeah, is gonna try to win him the dome, in which he has a conflict with the lead from hand against a crit with nothing. That's interesting. He's gonna. So he's skirmishing on a crit who has 1 HP anyway. 1 armor, sorry, not 1 HP. And then he's attacking on her. So it's the skirmish he decided not to flip. No, he leads from the deck. That's a bit weird. The action display doesn't really correspond to what happened. So I guess he worshipped, skirmished, and attacked. I don't know why we saw the lead, but that's not what happened. And Ekrit lost 2 HPs. So it was a 1 that was flipped.
It was a Gathering Storm, which is a 0.
Yeah. Wait, then she should be at.
Kotlik has 1 armor right now because he does not see a pillar. So, and Frail has 2 power, so it's 2 plus 0 is 2 with 1 armor, so 1 gets through.
No, but he attacked the crit, right? Oh no, I'm looking at the wrong. Wait, no, his Frail attacked Ekrit, right?
Oh yes.
So she should be at 15 then.
But either way, it was still 1 damage.
Yeah, it's still 1 damage. That was my point. Like, why is she at 14?
I think there was some damage on the skirmish. I don't know.
Oh, okay, I missed that. So
Yeah, I said it in the semifinals. I'll say it again now. This event started at 3 a.m. It's 11:30 a.m. now. I am very sleep deprived, so if I start saying things that don't make sense at all, that's why. And yeah,
we just need to call you out, right? Like,
yeah. So yeah, I'm a little bit sleep deprived, and I feel like I'm doing pretty well. And then I realized that I just spaced out for a little bit and haven't been paying attention to anything that's been happening. So maybe I'm not doing so great.
yeah, just try not to pass out. Would be good. So we see like the Shilave going in after having played Prisons using the Flux. I didn't know what happened for the 2 cards that were flipped from the deck.
Lead, worship, and a move.
Yeah, so the lead was from the deck using the Prisons card, the card that was revealed by Prisons. Then he worshipped to shapeshift Astrida again, and then he moved.
Yeah, so it'll be they each have okay. They each had 2 heroes in the dome until Astrida moved into the dome.
Yeah, so that's interesting because that Astrida is moving into the dome with a skirmish. Which means she's not gonna do anything for that left lane, right? Like it's.
Yeah. Oh, Shilvi also had a presence.
Yeah, that's what I said. Like he played it using the Skytear Flux.
Yeah, so he's not gonna. I guess that'll tie the dome. Having Astrida there. I feel like Astrida could have moved into the left lane, attacked a minion,
and then skirmished in. Like that was my point.
And then skirmished into the dome. Yeah.
Yeah. Because like she was shapeshifted, so like that's kind of a waste of her shapeshift.
Unless the last action here is to worship on Frail, so maybe he didn't want to move, attack, and skirmish because he wanted to have the worship available for Frail.
Yeah, but I mean you exchange the one from Astrida for one for Frail because basically like you spend an action worshipping your Astrida with Frail. So like it's
yeah. That's interesting. Yeah.
The trade-off doesn't sound really good, right? Like it's. And especially he actually shapeshifted himself back.
Yeah, I mean, also actually, Astrida shapeshifted herself, not Frail. So
yeah,
I don't know. I feel like I agree. I think it would have made more sense to do the play that we both saw.
I mean, yeah, you didn't attack, which is like okay, but it didn't do much damage. Like you could have went move, kill a minion, spawn a minion, then skirmish into the dome. And
I would guess that he is afraid of Shilvi dealing a lot of damage because Astrida was shapeshifted when she attacked Shilvi, so Shilvi is now disarmed.
Yeah, that's true. That might be the reason why. Disarming her is like never bad. I agree.
Yeah, but Zambho is losing the control game here, so at this point, I am fairly confident that he is not going for left breach.
And you're tied up to the dome.
If he is, he's not off to a great start on it.
I mean, it depends because like if you get rid of a significant threat, then you're not in such a bad position. But like, if you want to defeat the same enemy hero twice, you'd better start early, right? So like it means
Shilvi seems to be the target for that.
Yeah, she kind of has to die this turn, right? Or if she dies next turn, it has to be non-exhausted. Because otherwise it's going to be very hard to kill her twice.
Either that or the idea is to get Shilvi low and then win the outsider and get a tamer kill. And then that opens up a potential tamer turn 3.
Yeah, I agree, but I feel like when you're playing against a Frail, getting... Yeah, no, okay, with the tamer, yeah, you could get her with the tamer and then aim for someone else on a late turn again. But then you're gonna have to do that before losing your lanes, which
Ekrit skirmishes and flips a glacial rebirth to deal 3 damage to Nalclon on the skirmish, and then worships and then attacks to clear both minions.
Yeah, that's a pretty good one for him.
Not a fan of that minion placement for Zambho. He could have placed them a little bit differently to make it a lot more difficult for Ekrit to clear both.
Non-aligned, you mean?
Yeah, the one just below and to the left of the control. Or up and to the right.
Well, you don't really have the choice of other one on the control token, so I guess like top right would have been like the right positioning for that minion.
Yeah, top right or bottom left, either one. Along that line, though.
Yeah. I think top right was better because like when you place it bottom left, you leave the spot of top right. Like if I don't think Smeoz is playing like any movement boost, but like if your opponent has one.
Oh yeah, he could have moved into that hex from where Ekrit was. Yeah, that's true. So yeah, you wanted it probably should have been top right.
Yeah. Nolakton's going next. He's played.
He played Overflow.
Oh, yeah, Overflow to draw and discard.
Drew out 3, then he discarded an Exhaustion and Song of the Siren. Oh, sorry, the Song of the Siren was flipped before. He flipped the he discarded Exhaustion and an Overflow.
And Overflow, yeah.
I was like, that was an interesting choice.
Well, that's interesting because like you could worship with Nilaklen and play that also Overflow, right?
Yeah, but I mean, the fact that he got rid of the Overflow and not other cards in hand probably means he wants the other cards in his hand, so doesn't need the Overflow to find them.
Yeah, that's definitely true.
Which means that he probably has a pretty good hand right now.
Yeah, which is like probably a good thing for him because like on the board it doesn't look like so brilliant so far. Like the positioning is a bit scary for him.
I agree. He needs to make sure he defends his right lane though, because that's the one that he could lose this turn on. He has another turn on the other side.
So it's just skirmish and attack.
But actually, he really needs to defend both here because he needs to unless he kills a hero before they activate this turn, he's gonna need to survive until turn 4 to have a chance at obstinacy.
And then he leads from the deck. So Esra is going next. She was likely just gonna like move, attack, and lead, I guess. Because like if you don't lead, your opponent can just like move his own Astrida, attack and lead, and then like you're not winning by much. But if you lead, you probably almost blow up that tower, right? Your opponent cannot answer just with Astrida and hope to stop that.
Yeah.
It's gonna be lead from hand, I think. Yeah, there is. Like so now you're like at 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And your opponent really needs to put some in because there is only one minion to tank the damages. So if you don't want that tower to just like vaporize in that turn, which wouldn't do anything in terms of win conditions on the board, but would just like put the Nexus at risk immediately.
All right, you know what? This has bothered me way too much. Ashrida's card was a little off the little like card thing on the mat, and it was bothering me, so I had to fix it. I've been eyeing it the whole game, like trying not to touch it.
So what do you do here? I guess like it's almost necessary that you're gonna do that play with the rest of that. Like you have to defend that left lane. So why not doing that anyway? Because you're gonna do it. So give your opponent information he has already.
Oh, Kotlik plays a Granite Skin here, so he's probably. I
He's
think
gonna
he's trying
skirmish.
to.
Oh, that's interesting. Move.
Wait, he played a Granite Skin and then moved. Oh, so he's going for a Strida.
Yeah, I mean she's the one who led, so why not?
Yeah. I just thought it was interesting. It was right next to Shilovy, and Shilovy.
Yeah, I also thought it was Shilevi, but
has zero armor, but
because she's disarmed, maybe he doesn't care about her for the next turn, right?
yeah, that was a +1. So yep,
Nice.
down to
3
9.
damage. It's not too bad.
And that Frail has some healing damage cards.
I mean, he still has an attack available.
He can potentially get a Strida. Well, yeah, but that's not going to be enough. But with Frail potentially going over there, that could be enough to take off a Strida. We'll defend that lane, and also get a kill to set up for a later obstinacy.
Yeah, and Astrida is like one that is. I mean, once you get the threat of having her killed a second time with the obstinacy, you're kind of in a position where she's like basically blank as a hero, because using her ability becomes like a huge threat of losing the game.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Smeoz's Frail comes into the dome and shapeshifts a Strida just to heal her a little bit.
Yeah, I think that would be reasonable. Definitely.
And then also that Frail can then lead in the dome too, like The downside with that is it's one less hero pushing for the left breach, but Shilovy can still push that side with Ekrit. And there's no more hero minions to kill over there anyway.
Yeah, I mean, we could show the card play like we've been doing that for a lot of streams before, but it's just like it has this going back and forth through players where you actually have all the information in the overlay now. The card plays, they are displayed, but it just doesn't stay long enough in my opinion. So like if that can be fixed, that might be a good thing.
Yeah, I mean, so my screen isn't like I'm commentating. I'm scrolling around trying to get the card plays and any relevant flips, and so I'm going to share those.
I think that like the commenters who like they like a wider perspective where they can like just see the boards of the player, but then like you just don't see things on the board.
Right. No, I got it. I'm just saying, they're not on there, but I'm trying to do my best to share all that, although I'm not in the best state of mind right now.
I mean, we can also change the angle, but like it's if that is better. But we got comments that like the slightly angled camera was good, so we just used it.
If I would stick to what's been working a lot recently.
So
okay,
Shilev is playing next. She moves skirmishes. Yeah. So resolving that on Elaklen. Ooh, and then she attacks.
Yeah, that's an attack, and flips Dance of the Predator on the attack.
So that's gonna be like a very much hurt Elaklen.
But that attack from Astrida last turn on Shilovy that disarmed her saved a lot of damage there.
Oh, it'll probably just save Elaklen, right? Like because you defined by its use.
So that saved 3 damage. So Elaklen would be at 3 right now.
No, there was the skirmish also, right?
The skirmish was a +1, half of 1.
Oh yeah, it doesn't change anything. Yeah. Okay. Well, I know Smeoz is playing Nightmare Incarnates, I think, so like that could have saved him actually.
That is true.
But Shilovy did play something with him anyway, so like it's.
Yes, Shilovy played a presence.
Yeah, that was the presence. Yeah.
Left both cards on top. So who's activating for Zambho? Astrida's activating. Is skirmishing?
That's interesting that he decides to go in the other lane with that Astrida.
I think that makes sense because that's the breach side. He's gonna send Frail over to the other side and try and kill the Astrida there, and then if he can do that with he has a lead on Elaklen already.
I mean, then you're really confident that like you're gonna be able to kill that Astrida, right? Like because if you don't remove that lead, like it's not the end of the world, but like you likely gonna lose that tower.
that is true. That is true, and if he probably has some heals in hand that he's going to do with. But if Smeoz has a charm, that won't work so well.
Yeah, we saw in the previous game that like the charm exchanges in that matchup are like really good to steal the worships, the shapeshiftings.
Smeoz has flipped 1 charm so far, so he still has 2 left.
Yeah.
Zambho does not have any charms in there, so he's not going to be able to steal it back. I mean, well, I'm sorry, he doesn't have any of his discards, so he could have more in hand. So
yeah, he might have them in hand.
If he takes it, he could try and take it back.
Yeah, and he has a lot of mana available on that side of the board, so like that could definitely happen.
Yeah, well, Kotlik, or sorry, that's Nelliklin, not Kotlik.
No, but you have you've got the Freyel just in the middle, so you should be fine.
Oh, that is Kotlik over there. Kotlik does not have a lead in that lane. Never mind.
Yeah, he does not have a lead.
So anyway, Strida skirmished, attacked, and did a lead from deck. The attack was to kill a minion
and spawn one.
And the skirmish hit Shillavi, I think.
No. Well, or it did for 0 because like she was at 14 already.
It doesn't matter. It didn't deal any damage.
No, I think it did it on Acrid because she's at 13 now. So like she's the one who took the damage.
Oh, that makes sense. Yes, that would make sense.
So we get a move from Freyel on Smeoz's side.
Yes.
And as a reaction, Strida plays Nourish to heal Nelliklin. Okay.
That's probably why Strida went over. Well, I guess Freyel also could have gone him. Interesting though is because
Nelliklin could also have played the Nourish on himself. Oh no, he hadn't the mana. Sorry, yeah, he was out of mana.
Yeah, Nelliklin didn't have the mana for it, but
yeah,
Freyel could have done that. Interestingly though, he used a Nourish when he has Freyel that is, you'd think is going to be going over to Strida and can use that Freyel to potentially kill her.
Yeah.
He might have more heals in hand.
Yeah, possibly he may have more.
Remember, he did discard an Overflow with an Overflow, so...
I think he forgot to exhaust his Strida, right? Or is the overlay...
That's the overlay. He did exhaust it.
Okay.
I'm going to go fix that. Oh, that's the wrong Strida. That's not right. This one.
Well, worst case, just leave it this way and... Yeah, okay. It's good. It's
there
fixed.
We go. That fixed it. Although it's kind of hiding under the Nourish is hiding underneath it now, but I don't want to click on the Nourish and then have that show up as he playing a Nourish again because that might confuse him. So
yeah, it'll try to minimize the disturbances for the players. Yeah. So he's not playing the Zambho is not playing his Freyel. Do you think he's going to try to kill that Strida? Yeah, we see the worship to shapeshift here. So like you have the piercing, you skirmish.
Yeah.
You're gonna ignore that armor point. And I guess he's gonna attack. Ooh, that's a lot.
My Kingdom with the skirmish to deal.
I think she's dead, right? 3. Well, almost. If you have a healing spell, she's dead. Obviously, unless Smeoz has an answer to that. If you attack, you'd need a +1.
He can use a Nourish to kill, but a Charm would prevent that. Or he can attack, but then he can't use. Then he can't lead. You
need a +1 to kill her basically if you attack. Because like you attack only
I'm guessing here the plan is to attack and then
Smeoz he announced an attack, so I think Smeoz is thinking about reacting.
Right, and then if Smeoz tries to react, then he can use the Nourish to respond to the response.
Yeah, but then Smeoz could eventually have something else. But I mean, he only has 3 cards, so it might not be like a ton of things.
Right, and only 1 hero over there, so Strida only has 2 mana available.
Yeah, true.
Like he could have gone for it with the heal, and then that way Freyel would be able to lead. But I think this way is better. Even though he doesn't get the lead, he's not going to lose. He's not going to lose the tower.
Yeah. Also, like, Smeoz did use the flux. So...
no response. So that's a dead
Ew.
That's a dead Astrida.
Yeah, you got the +1.
Yeah, that'll be 2 cards for Zambho.
And that's a big difference because like that's removing 4 lead contribution from that side.
Yeah. He doesn't have a lead over there though, but he still has.
Yeah, it's 3 to 6. So like he's gonna
He's
lose
still
1
gonna
minion and take 2 damage on the tower.
Right, but that's not the breach side. All like he needs to know, he needs to just not lose there, and then he can go try and get the obstinacy second kill on Astrida on turn 4.
Yeah, and I mean like as long as you have an HP on that tower, it's fine because like the only like basically the idea is that if your tower just don't get like blown in a single turn, then you basically win a turn for your Nexus to survive longer. Even if the tower like loses 4 HP on the first time, then it can lose like 7 on the second one. It doesn't matter. Like it's gonna be like just a single damage. So like you basically win a turn to like twice your Nexus.
Nelaklin led with a 1, and
Okay,
Freya led with a 3. So that hurts for Zambho.
That's bad.
Oh, he had a 3 from Astrida, but Astrida wasn't in range.
Yeah, she was pushed with the shove.
Yes, yeah.
I think it's left bridge, like 3, 4, 5, 6 to a 2. Yeah, that's game.
No, that's Zambho's minion. So he has 1 hero. He had a lead of 1, so he has 3.
Yeah, but like you have a crit, Frail, and Shilevi in range of the token, so it's 3. With the presence, it's 4. 5, 6, 7 with the lead.
7 to 3. That's 4. He stays at 1, and he has a minion there to protect, so he only takes 3
No.
power
But the minion here is like that's Smeoz minion, the bear.
Are the blue Smeozes?
Yeah, it's Smeoz. I think it's
the
game.
blue Smeoz.
Yeah.
Yep, sorry, the blue Smeoz. Yep, that's game. Yep, they pinged it. Yeah, that's game.
Okay,
the shove.
That was a surprising ending, honestly. Like I
didn't even realize it. It's like, oh wait, it's over.
Yeah, they're not discussing I think the shove did it actually, like because the Astrida, she did have a lead from the deck, so like potentially that would have saved the tower. Yeah, especially that lead was a 3, so like that would have completely saved the tower. Well, it would have taken some damage, but like not died on it.
Do you have? Oh, you don't have whereby, right? I know they're in a whereby chat right now.
No, I don't have it. Like it's a bit of a problem.
Okay, so that's not gonna work. I know Zambho has Discord issues, so don't know if we're gonna be able to interview them. I can interview them, but if you're not in there, that's not gonna help.
I mean, no, that would be like super messy. I can try to share with them the meeting rooms, but like that could be a bit tedious. But I can still try to do it.
Yeah, I can try and go into the their whereby chat, and maybe it'll let me be in both the chats at the same time, and you can hear them.
Yeah, that would work, but I don't think it's gonna capture the like what they're telling for me.
Yeah, I don't think it will either.
Like your mic won't capture that for sure.
Right, but you're the one streaming, so that's not gonna help. So I don't know if we're gonna be able to get player interviews. I can pull up the TTS chat and listen to and I have my Discord up on my phone, so I can talk to. I don't think Zambho's TTS chat works, but I can.
Yeah, mine doesn't work either. Like we tried earlier. Like it's literally everyone is having like one small piece working here or there. So it's like today has been a very big mess in terms of organization.
So
I'm just gonna ask them if they can just like share.
I don't know.
The other person is Zambho. I don't know if I can find him easily on the Discord.
So yeah. You will be able to the stream will be able to pick up me and Smeoz, but I don't. Well, maybe we'll just skip the interview. It might be too confusing.
Well, I'm just asking them. Like, if they just tell me it's okay, then we can try to do it. And in worst case, we're just gonna skip it.
Okay. Well, anyway, Smeoz just won the Smeoz just won the finals of the August qualifiers. Congratulations to Smeoz, and congratulations on Zambho for making it to the finals. It was a great game.
Yeah, I think like this ending is like on one hand like a slightly bit underwhelming because I really expected to see like a longer final game, but also like that show was absolutely clutch.
You mean like the final from yesterday? Or was that too long?
Yeah, that one was like a good example.
So do you want to try and get Whereby? Ricardo said there's no software needed. It's free and online. Like you can probably get it pretty easily.
Skip Zambho. Welcome. Wait, I didn't understand it. What him and okay, I'm just gonna like share with him the meeting conversation. I'm just trying to share the meeting conversation with Smeoz.
Do you want to try to just do the Whereby?
No, I proposed Smeoz and Zambho to join, but I think like Smeoz just said like just skip Zambho, so I don't know. Maybe he said like he just wanted to skip it.
Okay, well Smeoz left the room, so I don't know if we're gonna be able to get interviews. Maybe we can get an interview with just Smeoz. We could just do a group Discord chat, the three of us.
Can you hear me?
Hello.
Yeah,
Hello,
it
guys.
works. Okay.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
That works.
Wow, two similar match, the semi-final and the final for me. We with left bridge and right bridge on the semi-final and final, but Zambho can't speak now, and
Okay.
but he told me that what you wanna say, so I can tell you. And
yeah, okay,
on the decision of their picks, they try to do an hybrid team that for killing and not and it works for not lose by push. In fact, he doesn't pick Trakali and he pick Nelafen instead because he wanna try to kill my heroes with the tamer and or obstinacy because he say me that he doesn't work for left breach from the beginning of the game. So good for me because I am scared of Trakali because Trakali is countered my Strida very well and Equity very well. So I have fear of it, but I have play around the situation of the turn 2 with shove from hand, and yeah, very good game.
Yeah, I thought it was interesting. So when your quarterfinal game against me, the victory conditions were fairly similar. Not really, but it was the similar sort of game. Where you were pushing, and I had the decision at the beginning, like if I wanted to try and face you at the push and bring like my Strida and Slakali to go to try and push back a little bit, or if I wanted to bring like Shillavi and Golbjarn and go more aggressive. And I went with the push strategy and lost. And I was contemplating whether or not that was the right idea. And he went with the more aggressive strategy and lost. So maybe it's just that you're a really good player.
Yeah, thank you. maybe. No, yeah. I mean, in this game is an additional of position of the heroes that have determined the game, because on the first turn, if he put a Strida on the lane, he doesn't must defend turn 2. I won the outsider, but it's a part of the game. So I play presence on turn 1, so he can't do nothing to counter it.
Yeah.
I probably remake the same movement and decision on this game. I probably make no mistakes. Maybe I don't know, but yeah, I try. In the second turn, I can kill Nelaclan because I have shelter in hand. I don't know if we are streaming now, but I have shelter and the Song of the Siren on hand, and I have the +2 and the +1 on top because I have make presents. So I can choose to kill Nelaclan or try to destroy the tower, because I mean, if Freyel doesn't go on the Strida lane but comes in my left lane, I can't win this turn. I destroy the tower and I go for the Nexus in another plane, but I don't win this turn, and probably he can do something on turn 3. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a good point. You showing your Song of the Siren there gave me flashbacks to our game where I had Song of the Siren before first player and prevented me from using Song of the Siren, and I killed it the next turn. I just had it sitting in my hand the entire time.
My Astrida song better.
Yeah, they probably sing much better. I was commenting that game on like the Song of the Siren on the Astrida that could have played the Song of the Siren. It's like, okay, that was super rough.
I was holding in my hand from turn 1, but anyway, that's about that game.
Yeah, so that was a like. I think the idea of like putting the Frail into the left lane for Zambho to defend wasn't necessarily a bad idea, but like the shove really broke it. Like, I don't know if the Astrida could have been placed anywhere else. I don't remember the exact placement before you shoved her away. Like, she was here and was free, and she got shoved away here. But she came from the dome, right? So, like, maybe there was no better placement for her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, so that was one thing. Like when I was playing into, like, I know you run a lot of like shoves and and like chasms and stuff, a lot of like movement effects. So I was always trying to keep my heroes 1 or 2 away from the control tokens, just to play around that.
Yeah, or to make
and
it super expensive.
Especially when a hero with lead, I would try and keep all my leads as close to the control tokens as possible. And so you saw, like, you know, what happened when he had one that was 3 away. You were able to shove him out.
Mm-hmm.
So, lesson to everybody else out there: when you play against Smeoz, you know, lead close to the control tokens.
I think
I can play the show before saving my Astrida and do the Song of the Siren, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay. But I don't make it because he has shift on the first of all on the turn. So I suppose that you have a healing card, and I suppose right. There is a sacrifice here. I know, especially when the Consult of the Earth can search for the United Kingdom. Probably Catholic is playing too aggressive this turn. If movement only and attack the minion and lead is more safe, and he can try to play my kingdom, and with my kingdom is a completely another game. You know, you see what this card can do.
Yeah, so, my kingdom can completely put you back in the game. Like if you get rid of like 5 to 7 minions, it's like it's a huge advantage.
Exactly. Wow, very incredible day now, because I have lost my first game of the tournament.
Then you won 6 in a row.
Yeah, 6-0. Yeah, I have lost because it's particular. I have to say that because I play for invasion, and I have taken off the control of the tower of my opponent, but I don't have flipped the invasion here, but I have put double kill.
Oh yeah, so, that was the the famous game played with the wrong conditions.
So my opponent doesn't know that there is invasion, and I choose to go on, but I have 0 cards in hand for do that, so I lost to slot. Yeah, but very very strange situation. It's my first time that I do that.
Yeah, that happens.
Very 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 good game. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
But yeah, he definitely
congratulations.
could have had a pretty good.
Thanks.
He could have had a pretty big second or turn 3 right here because he could have gone Consulting the Heart to get Rampant Hatred, then Worship, and Rampant Hatred again on Eloquent, and got a lot of damage on.
Yeah, on turn 3. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Mhm.
getting the tower down there worked out pretty well. It might have been a painful turn 3 for you otherwise.
I mean, here, sacrifice not, but here there is 2 cards that he have drawed with the killing of Real. So, I mean, probably these is 2 cards because it's on the right of the when you draw, no? When you draw on Tabletop Simulator, you put.
I think that they come in. They come in on the right, yeah. So it would have been those 2.
Yeah. So yeah, if we have Consult of the Art in hand, he can do this combo for the turn 3 and play safe now. I don't know. Better for me. That I can play around the shove and for pushing a straight and one.
Well, congratulations on
Thanks again.
your qualification to the World Championships. We have now Ashun and Smeoz as qualifiers, 2 Italian players, and of course,
is my friend from. He's near from my home, so
Okay.
Exactly. And then they beat 2 other Italian players in each of their respective finals. So maybe next time we'll have some non-Italians do pretty well.
Yeah, I hope to.
It seems there is a good training ground around here.
Yeah. Try. Okay.
And the 3rd place game between Carbo and Game Slayer, I believe, is still ongoing. But that game is being recorded by Game Slayer. So, and will be uploaded within the next couple of days. So, if anyone is interested in the 3rd place game, that game will be available later in the week.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's it. Congratulations again to you, Smeoz. Thank you very much for having taken the time to speak with us, despite like the small technical difficulties. The schedule was like a bit
Thank
iffy.
you. No problem.
Wishes you a very nice rest of your day, and I hope like I'm really eager. Like I know it's only in a few months from now, but like I'm really eager to see like that World Championship happening because like
yeah, me too.
I hope we're gonna see a whole lot of those awesome matches.
And I hope to be there with you.
Yeah.
Well, I'll be there one way or another. Like, I'm just gonna be on a different side of the camera, depending on what's happening. Like, okay. I wouldn't miss that.
All right, thanks for listening. I'm gonna go sleep.
Yeah, have a nice night. You to like get
my. Enjoy your day.
Yeah,
it's
you
just
too.
Bye. See you.
Bye.
See ya.
Thanks everyone for having followed this grand finals. As we said, there will be more streams added to the Skytear channel during the week for the match that we were not able to stream today. I hope you enjoyed these, despite the technical difficulties and the slightly hectic programming that time. Like we're gonna try to do better next time, but like also it doesn't always rely exclusively on us. And that time, like everything decided to crash differently for different persons. Like it was really complicated. It seems that there is significant internet outages because of some providers somewhere. So that was the cause of most of our issues. That's it. I wish all of you a very nice rest of your day. Thank you very much, Curator, for having taken the time to comment with you. That's always like with me. Sorry, I'm also a bit tired.
It's been a long day.
It's always really appealing not to be alone and have like someone to co-cast, and especially with you, it's always like very fun. So like, thank you very much.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure.
And I'm looking forward to the next occasion to share with you another game of Skytear. Bye.